While the quest for justice for Dro continues, the online drama between Chanae Jackson and Polo has reached a fever pitch. And honestly, it's exhausting. Two people who are on the side of justice, tearing each other apart while the case grows colder. But here's the question we have to ask ourselves. Is any of this bringing us closer to the truth about what happened to Tyrone Davis Jr.? Or is it just noise, loud, distracting noise that benefits only one person? Lulu, before we go on, this is True Crime Unraveled. To everyone watching on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, we see you. We read every comment. Keep them coming. And to our super thanks gifters, you are the reason we can keep digging. Thank you. Now let's break this down. Not to take sides, but to ask the hard questions. Chanae started her live with a quote from Malcolm X about lies. How a lie repeated often enough becomes accepted. How deception survives when people stop investigating. She's right about that. Lies do spread. Repetition does create false realities. But here's the question, who has been lying? And for how long? She says Polo has been disrespectful to women online. But the last time we checked, he also called out Tyrone Sr., a man. He called out Jason, a man. He called out plenty of men. So is this about gender or is this about deflection? She spent a lot of time talking about her achievements, her track record, her wins, and they are impressive, there's no doubt. But is this case about Chanae's achievements? Or is it about justice for Dro? She says Polo lied about himself. But did he? He's been open about his past. He told the world he was set up. He told the world he sold drugs. He told the world he got shot. Nothing she revealed was new. So what exactly did he lie about? Here's the one that needs real examination. Chanae addressed the $9,000 from t-shirt sales. She said, and I quote, "It doesn't matter if they did, because it costs money to fight for justice." Wait, hold on. She didn't deny they made $9,000. She didn't say the number was wrong. She said it doesn't matter. But here's the thing. The family told the public they broke even. They said they didn't make a profit. That was a lie. And if they lied about that, what else did they lie about? It's not about whether they should have made money. It's about whether they were transparent with the people who trusted them. And on that front, the receipts don't look good. But here's the question that needs to be asked. And it's a question the Davis family has not fully answered. They finally met with GPD. They finally got information about what law enforcement has and doesn't have on this case. Chanae helped make that happen. And that's a good thing. But why did it take this long? Why did they have to wait until March 2026, 3 months after Dro died, to get basic answers about the investigation? Why did it take Chanae Jackson stepping in to make a meeting happen that should have happened in January? On multiple occasions on Polo's Live, he told them, put boots on the ground. Go to Gainesville. Show up. Demand answers. And he also said something that the family has never addressed, that GPD invited them 3 times for meetings. 3 times. And they didn't show up. How do you explain that? You went live to the world. You asked for donations. You asked for support. You asked people to trust you. And all the while, there were meetings you could have attended, information you could have gotten if you had just shown up. We understand that grief is complicated. We understand that navigating the system is hard. But you brought the public into this. You asked for our money, our time, our energy. And you owe us an explanation. Why did it take from December 29th, 2025, the day Dro died, to March 2026 to get in a room with the people investigating your nephew's death? That's not weeks. That's months. And in those months, evidence went uncollected. Witnesses went uninterviewed. The scene went unsecured. The black box went unwarranted. Could some of that have been prevented if you had shown up sooner? We're not saying the family is responsible for GPD's failures. GPD dropped the ball in 100 different ways. But when you position yourself as the voice for justice, when you ask the world to follow you, to believe you, to fund you, you have a responsibility to do everything in your power to move the case forward. And for 3 months, that didn't happen. The public deserves to know why. The people who donated deserve to know why. And most importantly, Dro's children deserve to know why it took so long to start asking the right questions. Because in cases like this, time isn't just money. Time is evidence. Time is witnesses. Time is the difference between answers and silence. And 3 months of silence is a long, long time. Polo fired back, and he made some points that are hard to ignore. He admitted his past, openly. I never said I wasn't a criminal. I never said I didn't sell drugs. The world knew I took trials. You ain't seen nothing I haven't said myself. So if he's been honest about his flaws, what's the attack really about? He brought up the photos. The ones John Doe took. The ones showing swelling on Dro's back. Swelling the family said didn't exist. Y'all seen the same pictures I seen. Y'all saw swelling across his back. Y'all saw the hospital blanket with Lulu's face on it. Y'all saw everything. And y'all still went against the grain. If that's true, if they had those photos and hid them, then they didn't just lie about t-shirts. They lied about evidence. Polo also made a point about the law that's worth hearing. A black person cannot get another person convicted of a crime just based on their statement alone. It don't work like that. You need physical evidence. You need receipts. He's right. In court, hearsay isn't enough. You need proof. And so far, the family has provided a lot of statements, but not a lot of receipts. Here's the hard truth. Chanae is accomplished. She has wins. She's helped families before. That's real. Polo has receipts. He has photos. He has timestamps. That's also real. But neither of them fighting each other gets us closer to answering what happened under that bridge. The Davis family made money from t-shirts and wasn't transparent. That's a fact. The Davis family had photos of Dro at the scene and didn't correct false narratives. That's a fact. GPD admitted they didn't secure the scene, didn't pull the black box, didn't do a thorough investigation. That's a fact. Lulu was the last person with Dro and left him on the road. That's a fact. All of these things can be true at the same time. The family can be flawed and Lulu can be suspect. Those aren't mutually exclusive. But when we spend all our energy on drama, on who said what, on whose past is dirtier, on who disrespected who, we lose sight of the one person who matters. Dro is still dead. His kids are still waiting. And the case is still closed. So here's where I land. Chanae is right that lies repeated become accepted. But that applies to everyone, including the family she's defending. Polo is right that receipts matter. But receipts alone don't bring Dro back. The Davis family made mistakes. They weren't transparent. They hid things. That's on them. But Lulu was still there. Lulu still left. Lulu's story still changed. The problem is we've become so divided, Team Polo versus Team Chanae, Team Davis versus Team Rena, that we've forgotten the mission. Justice for Dro isn't about who wins an online argument. It's about answers. It's about accountability. It's about a man who deserves to have his story told honestly, not used as a prop in a feud. So I'll leave you with this question. Who is really benefiting from all this chaos? Not Dro. Not his kids. Not the truth. Only the people who want the spotlight. And the one person who might have something to hide. Here's what I need from you. Stop picking sides. Start demanding answers. Ask the hard questions of everyone. If the family has receipts, let them show them. If Polo has photos, let him share them with respect for Dro's dignity. If Chanae has a plan, let her execute it. But do it all without tearing each other down. This is True Crime Unraveled. On YouTube, we're at True Crime Unraveled. On Facebook and TikTok, it's True Crime Unraveled TV. Follow us, subscribe, hit the bell, and keep this conversation alive. Drop your theories in the comments, but keep them focused on Dro, not the drama, on Dro. And to our super thanks gifters, you are the reason we can keep digging. Thank you. Justice for Dro.
So, before I wrap it up or wrap it in, I wanted to make it a point in order to make sure I do this live video tonight. So I didn't get to it earlier because I actually have a life. And like I said, a part of that life is advocacy and getting things done. Mondays are typically chaotic. So there is a quote that I want to read to you all before I start. This quote is by Malcolm X. It says, "A lie told once is questioned. A lie repeated often enough becomes accepted once and becomes And let me start over so I can get it right. A lie told once is questioned. A lie repeated often enough becomes accepted. And once it becomes common sense, which is accepted, people stop investigating it. That is how deception survives. And so this highlights how repetition turns falsehoods or lies into something that's accepted and unquestioned realities. And the reason that I wanted to make sure that I shared this quote with people, and I always have to do this when new people come aboard and join this. We're in an age of social media where people have access to information and the ability to say things on social media that they would never say to people in person. And so one of those things in this new scenario, and actually it was one of the reasons that people didn't know that I was actually helping or supporting this particular family as it relates to Dro because of that. And I knew this, so I sit back and I watch. And I want to center this because when I'm on Chanae's page, being Chanae, the number of people who want to come and tell me what the fuck it is that I'm supposed to be doing. So let me be very clear about what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm going to do it and how this what the fuck I'm going to do it. And if you don't like it, move the fuck along. So I want to be very clear, and I don't mind centering this quite often, is that because a lot of these people have been hoodwinked and bamboozled. It is the same thought process. I got a psychology degree, so I want to go ahead and center people with that people have when we don't understand how people follow Donald Trump. And what happened is that he tells the same lies over and over to the point that people start to question their own reality and they actually believe a liar. And they're actually surprised when a liar lies to them. The same scenario has happened in this whole scenario with Polo, or whatever his name is, Kelsey, as it relates to the Davis family and what has happened to their family member. And instead of people being real with themselves and realize they've been hoodwinked and bamboozled, they're just like Trump supporters. They lash out at the people who are calling them on their foolishness and their nonsense. I want to also restate to people, because even too, we're going to talk about white peopling. So people who follow me for years know I came up with that terminology, because when you point out just basic or things that should be basic common sense, we understand that common sense is not so common. And so I like for things to be able to play out so that we can give people correlation so they can step outside themselves and see what it is. And so when you come up under my post and tell me how I should be advocating, I'm going to ask you, what's your track record? What's your resume? Because mine is flawless. I want to be very clear with that. So what you should do is challenge yourself before you part your lips or your mouth or take your little spiny fingers and type across your keyboard or your phone. Ask you what qualifies you to give anybody any advice on anything that you've never done. And I want to center this for people, because I know for my people, it's a lot of shots. It's a lot of things that you will not do that will bring you a great level of success because you are afraid about what people who have never done even what you have done before are going to say. If you were eagle, you can't have conversations with turtles, or turtles should be not people who are advising you because they don't see what's in the sky like you do. I want to state that very clearly because people are laughing at that. Girl, you was nothing me playing with, because I got a real slick mouth. And it's not being slick, it's being real with people when I respond. I responded to a few people today because now they're in their feelings, because as it relates to Polo, for every action, I got an equal and opposite and more over the top reaction. And my statement is this: we actually would not have been here had y'all opened up y'all mouths when he's been across social media for the last months, been blatantly disrespectful to women, because he's not going to try a man like he tried women, been a blatant bold-faced liar, been putting on and telling lies even about himself and painting pictures that's not true. Had you all, just like the scenario I told you all when the situation happened with the Twisted Tea guy, where he's in the store and the black guy's arguing with the white man. Mind you, the white man started the argument. The black guy told the white man to go on. Nobody said anything. And no one intervened until the black man entered the chat and built him with Twisted Tea. And it happens all the time. So now what is happening with Polo is I got all the energy he got and then some. You want to be funny? I'm absolutely hilarious. The things that are on my side, is a proven track record. And it actually goes further than 8 years. I just been deep in it for 8 years. I got more wins than I can even count. Even as I'm telling people about my wins, I was like, well, shoot, I forgot about that, because that's how many wins there are. I want to state this because that's the issue. You all want to state, well, oh, there's nothing to say. But this is the deal. When the family wasn't addressing it, then it must be true because they're not saying anything. Because literally that's how the human mind works. So now that the truth is being stated and the liar is crashing out, now we should leave him alone when y'all should have told him to leave them alone. Y'all should have put him in his place. Because had you done that, we wouldn't be here. But I want to be crystal clear. Crystal clear. I'm sure, and I was very clear with each post that I put up, tell him he can exit now. Did we just not go through this with Nia? With Nia Dix just a few months ago? Have we not gone through this multiple times? Don't we go through this with Tim Martin? Like literally the fact that I'm clear before I start to drag a bitch that they can walk away. No harm, no foul, and we will keep it moving. I'm always clear about that because I know I be with the shits. Literally. And it's not just with him. It's just ironic because he ain't hitting no shit. I'm literally like this with everybody. Anybody know? I sued Donald Trump. I filed a whole lawsuit doing COVID against Donald Trump. That is my level of petty. And my level of petty is I'm going to speak truth and call out shit that should be basic common sense to you all. To the point, this nigga is so desperate, they're now having private Zoom meetings and charging people for that. They're so desperate. And then this is the point. Like he told a lie and said that this family sold t-shirts and profited and got $9,000. It doesn't matter if they did. Because it costs money to fight for justice. The fact of the matter is, it's actually not true. But even if it was, okay. The fact of the matter is the number of his minions and cronies that are stating, well, he did all the work. That's not true. But even if he did, that ship has sailed. Okay. Like the lack of, like, I kid you not. When I tell you I had a broad in my inbox for 4 hours mad because I was not mad. And when she sold me out the first time, because y'all know I get a bitch together. And she said you could block me. I would never do that. I like to stun in people's faces. Y'all better tell them the number of people I done dragged across this little blue app. I don't block not now. Because I want you to see how cocky and arrogant and petty I am. There ain't no one. Everybody that's blocked, they block me. That's literally what it is. I want you to see me shine. I want you to see me stun. I literally want you to see I don't give a fuck. I am the person that's all up under TV 20, all up under the GPD when they used to allow you to post up under there. Whatever I got to say, I'ma say it in your face. You can literally go back to June of 2018 when me and the sheriff at the time, which was Shady Sadie, had a press conference together, and I was literally just that petty in the press conference. The audacity of you all to tell me how I should carry myself. And I want to state this because you're living in a world that you see black women play by the rules. Jasmine Crockett plays by the rules. What happened? Kamala Harris plays by the rules. What happened? Because they want black women to be perfect. They want black women to carry the load because they understand what we're going to get done. So I've decided that while I'm going to carry the load, I'm going to carry it my way. And what the fuck y'all going to do about it? And I'm clear about this. And guess what? Y'all get together and y'all talk about it and how loud I am and how cuss I do and all the people I drag and how petty I am. And it ain't stopped a fucking thing. It ain't stopped from getting anything done. And it ain't stopped from getting us what I need. So by now, you should have learned, instead of running your mouth, get your ass up and get something done. How about that? Because maybe if you spent more time doing that, it would be less for me to do. Maybe you would be less offended about all the shit that I can't get done. Maybe you would not have so much to talk about the actual power that I do have. I'm not offended when they try to make it seem like I ain't got no power. Because I know what I got. I know what it is. That's literally what it is. Nobody can tell my story better than me. And literally, where most people say they don't care what people think, And they actually do. I like really don't. And it could just be the ADHD. It could just be neurodivergence. I really ain't figured it out yet. Sometimes I be like, damn, you didn't even have to do all that. And still gonna do it anyway. Still gonna do it anyway. I hope this helps. I really do. And that's the part that you don't like. I am going to be very professional. I'm going to go through every process. But if I decide I'm going to drag a bitch, I'm going to drag them. I'm very clear. I'm never, ever, I don't ever aspire to be so mature that I'm going to let a bitch think they're going to play with me. Male, female, black, white, purple, green. I'm clear about that. I would never, I don't ever want you to make the mistake that you think that if you try me, I'm not going to come for you. And when I come, I'm relentless. I want to be very clear. So if I'm relentless when it comes to people with perceived power, like elected officials and stuff like that, why would you not think that I'm going to be relentless to a bloke, coked out bum? Why would I? Why would I not? Why would I not? When I'm going to keep that energy. And the deal is this. You all will continue to tune into him, just like you will continue to tune into me, because you all like to be entertained. So while I'm entertaining you, let's get this work. I want to be very, very crystal clear with you all. It doesn't matter how you advocate. Breonna Taylor was in her bed asleep. She was actually going to school to be a nurse and a firefighter. They talked about her like a dog. Jamie Johnson over there in Jacksonville was a FAMU student. Police gunned him down unarmed. They dogged his name out like a dog. Tamir Rice was a child playing in a goddamn playground with a toy gun and the police gunned him down unjustified. They talked about him like a dog. So for you ignorant motherfuckers that keep saying, well, oh, it's made to be a joke is this, they're going to do that anyway because you all do. Y'all found every reason whenever you advocate for somebody for y'all not to get involved. Y'all find every reason for y'all to sit and don't say anything. If we advocate to y'all about schools, what y'all gonna say? It's the parents. When we advocate to y'all about housing, oh, they just using the system. When we advocated to y'all and say he got buzz about SNAP, y'all said that's on them. They around here buying wigs. Literally, no matter what it is, when we said what was wrong with George Floyd, oh, well, they said that the $20 bill was counterfeit. When it happened with Trayvon Martin, well, oh, they found a picture of him pointing a gun. No matter what it is. Oh, I just said Trayvon because that was coming. No matter what it is, y'all gonna, if you're not going to get in the field, you're going to make an excuse anyway. You could be squeaky clean. Ahmaud Arbery was jogging in his neighborhood when he was gunned down. And literally when they started perpetuating bullshit, y'all sat and said nothing. Sandra Bland, y'all said she shouldn't have said anything back. She was headed to a job interview. Like literally, no matter what it is, when we ask y'all to advocate, you're going to find a reason not to anyway. So don't get on here and act like the reason you ain't got off your ass is because you don't like what's going on. Because had you actually gotten off your ass, he wouldn't have even thought that he had the power to do something that he didn't have. It would have never came to this because y'all would have put him in his place when he first started dragging those people. Like, let's be real. Keep it a buck. Keep it a bean. And then when somebody like me get on here and call y'all out and tell you to keep it a bean, then you in your feelings. And that's what it is. Like, for real. All day long. Even with, and that's the point. That would be me. Even when it came to Tierra Scott Franklin is the mom in January who went to a mental health crisis and she drowned her baby. I got on here on the live and I was truly in my feelings, very clear about what happened, that baby and the mom was not just a headline. We took the time to have services for the baby because y'all was so distraught. You didn't show up. Even since then, I've asked you all, go reach out to your people. Have you done it? No. Because this blue app gives y'all an escape. Y'all so busy judging everybody else's lives that you're really not even taking care of yourselves and your own lives. You're not taking the step forward you need to do for your particular self. And the way we know that is your lack of preparation as the sky is falling. If you were taking steps in this moment, you would be taking steps for yourself. Nobody's asking you to take steps. I ain't asking for a fucking thing. Not when it related to that. I don't ask you for anything related to me. And mind you, the things that I ask you for, you should be doing any goddamn way. I'm watching, even as our schools are closing. Prior to this, the number of you all have asked to get educated, and I still see y'all posting dumbass shit. You don't understand how funding works. You don't understand who governs what. And instead of taking the time to understand that, y'all sit and y'all gripe and you complain. That don't get y'all no power, and it does not get our children and our community what they need. I see you. Well, why didn't they do this and why didn't they do that? Why y'all ain't show up to meetings to find out why? Why didn't y'all go to the workshops to see what the plans were? Well, like literally, at what point do you understand the level of responsibility that you have? Because I can come for Polo all day long. We know he a fraud. We know it, but I utilize the opportunity because we know that y'all like to be entertained. So while I'm entertaining y'all, let me call y'all on y'all shit. I did a whole video about what is going on in Marion County. The 30th person has died in their jail. How many of you all say, you know what? We live in Marion County. We need to get together and we need to figure out what's going on in our community. In the midst of this, AJ Owens' documentary actually was nominated for an Oscar. So while I didn't win the Oscar, you see the value of coming together and doing what's needed to do in that y'all community. You know who got to follow with that family tomorrow? I do. But the point is, and I'm not saying it to sing my praises, what I'm stating to you all, it shouldn't be that. I literally should be able to tell you everything I got, because I don't gatekeep a fucking thing. There was nothing that I gatekeep. And the thing that y'all don't see is literally when people reach out, they're going to tell you what I'm going to say. There is a link in my bio that if you want time with me, go schedule and find a time that works for you. And they will tell you how full my schedule is. And as full as my schedule is, I still leave my open time available, my free time, in order to help people navigate what the fuck they got going on. And so what I'm stating to you is, me as one person, at what point do y'all see how strong y'all are together? At what point do y'all say, you know what, it's so much easier in our community? And mind you, it's easy. Because even like with Gainesville Housing Authority, I've been blowing that shit out of the water. And mind you, as one person, I've talked to 30-something people that used to work for housing. As one person, I have a list of 45 people that get services from housing that have impacted. I went to Miami yesterday to speak on a panel, and just so happens that one of the women on the panel is the executive director of an organization that shut the housing authority in Miami-Dade down and did a clear overhaul and said she'll give me every part of that playbook to shut this shit down right here. Being in the right place at the right time. Literally because I said yes to something else, I got the cheat code to do what needs to be done here. We can't even get y'all off y'all couches to show up. Because in this age, you're so busy thinking that convenience gives you freedom, and all it's doing is keeping you in a prison. And Malcolm X also said that sometimes our oppression is not in chains. It's wrapped in inconvenience. And it's wrapped in comfort. Because when you become comfortable in your injustice, then the oppressor has won. Like literally, I ain't even giving y'all nothing that's new. Y'all are so in prison that even when this man started to drag this family, y'all roll with it without question. And guess what's so wild about it? When he started dragging the family, even if it was true, the shit he was saying is not even relevant to the case at hand. At all. But now that I'm at the table centering it, oh, I got the energy to clown your ass, and at the same time, center what's really happening, now I'm the problem. The issue with that is, I don't mind being the villain in this story. Actually, I'm a Gemini who likes being a Gemini. I take pleasure in being the villain in this story. And I assure you, at any time that anybody's upset and trying to paint a picture, they'll tell you, don't worry about it, I got it, I'll handle your lightweight. I assure you that when the family's being quiet, it's not because they've done anything at all. It is literally because y'all grieve for y'all family, y'all know what y'all focus is, I got it, and don't mind. And the point is, it came to that because I sat and watched y'all co-sign and tune in day after day and not actually speak up and use your voice and say that's fucked up. I watched y'all allow him to put his name on people that he don't even know and that y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even realize how subjected y'all are to internalized oppression and how y'all roll with it. Y'all got people that's fighting for their family member and got to fight to be seen and accepted by y'all. Mind you, everybody that got something to say, I guarantee you got trash in your backyard. Like literally the fact as a black person, we all know that family dynamics are complex. Why is we even having them conversations? Why are we letting a motherfucker whose own personal dynamic is worse than any part of their family dynamic have so much to say and not shut it down? But then when I enter the chat and point how stupid that is out and actually what it is, now I'm the problem. And what you fail to realize is I'm okay with that. I truly hope this helps on this Monday because these are my musings. These are my particular thoughts. This is what the fuck it is. Even the fact that, and what made me go ahead and do that, I'm up under another post and somebody said, oh, he told the truth and the family did this. I could name 9 lies for a fact that I know are lies and have named them. And mind you, literally, when I'm going to sit with law enforcement, they're just bold-faced lies. He has provided nothing to validate the lies, but he don't tell no lie. You a goddamn lie. You are either you a bigger liar than you want to admit, or you a bigger goddamn fool than you want to admit. I'm okay with either. Like it's just, and it's a level of just blatant insanity. It's a level of like I can't make it make sense if I try, so I ain't gonna try. But I'm gonna state this clearly. You want me off his ass? Tell him to shut the fuck up. It's that clear. No, y'all can't tell me when to back down. Y'all can't tell me when to leave it alone. I'm relentless when I get on that ass, and I back up when I decide. And that's that. The fact that y'all let him post a picture of the sheriff over here with the sheriff and a random person in the church, first of all. Second of all, if that's your family, why you ain't in the picture? Third of all, our sheriff ain't got nothing to do with this goddamn case. But because y'all don't know nothing, y'all really running with it. That's the shit that I don't like. The shit that I don't like is this my city. This my community that I care about. I care what happened here. I care for real that we don't know what took place. So while you're trying to be that person, you're the person clout chasing, we're going to figure it out. And then for y'all to say, oh, it's taken away. The plot already was lost. The only people lost the plot was y'all. So one thing about it is, I know how to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I could drag me a bitch and get to the goal all at the same time. I got a whole track record of doing so. So if you don't want me to drag the bitch while we get to justice, sit that bitch down. Sit him down. Because I assure you that I will. And I've been very clear, as you can see, for anybody who got some, you don't want this. It's cocky, it's arrogant. I ain't saying it's right, but it's goddamn show real. If you don't like it, want to be tired of the group chat, stop tuning in. Everybody got the choice in the decision. The fact that so many of you all tune in, the fact that you read the goddamn post and they have the audacity to say that you don't want a part of it. Hell, block me. I don't give a fuck. But seriously, but I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to address it because it never should have gone here. And I want to make sure I'm clear about that because you all should have nipped it in the bud before I got here. So the same energy that I got for white people when they white people, I got that for us too. Handle the shit before I get there, then I ain't got to be the villain. Then I ain't got to be the one that somebody asks. I ain't got to be the one to call somebody out. Anybody know me know I'm quite free-loving. So I'm happy-go-lucky. So if I got to get to a point when I drag a bitch, I ain't gonna ease up till I get ready. That's what the fuck it is. Like, we should be better. We should be accountable for being better. The way y'all let all of this overshadow and took it out, y'all paid money to help make this shit spiral out of control. And you want to tell me about getting justice. And I'm going to state to you again, check my motherfucking resume. I'm going to state to you again, and I'm being very clear. Yes, Google me. Yes. And mind you, that's still just a fraction. I can put up my bio right now. That bitch 4 pages long. That's the point. And mind you, we're not just talking case by case. We're talking systems change. We're talking policy change. Right now, we are building a black agenda for the entire state of Florida that y'all ain't even aware of just yet. We're building infrastructure for our people in the entire state of Florida. So don't tell me what I got time for. Don't tell me what kind of advocate I am. Don't tell me what I can get done when you ain't even scratched the surface of what you can get done in your own goddamn life. So all that energy y'all got to give advice, go sit your ass in the mirror for about 15 minutes and figure that shit out. Because if you had it figured out, you would have shut that shit down a long time ago. And I want to state this because Dro is the person today. It's going to be somebody tomorrow. It's going to be somebody another day. At what point y'all going to get y'all asses up? Literally, gas, they say finna go up another $1 in the next few weeks. Literally, they are bankrupting the entire goddamn country. And y'all still doing the same shit. Y'all still around here letting people fight and carry on and they doing the goddamn thing. Y'all still not holding systems accountable. Y'all still not paying attention to who's elected in your community and how the fuck they gonna fight for you. Like, they're just, like, the lunacy of it all. And as you are complaining and systems are falling, the fact, and the reason I'm on black people more than anybody is how we survive and thrive without any of this shit. And now we weak as fuck. And that's the issue. All that energy that y'all got to be sitting on goddamn YouTube for 7 hours. Think about the shit we can get done in our community for 7 goddamn hours. But if we told y'all to go learn how to farm for 7 hours, you won't do it. If we say go learn a skill for 7 hours, you won't do it. You ain't got the time for that. But you got time to be minding somebody else's goddamn business. Make that shit make sense. Like, just the audacity of it. The fact that even as people leave here, and not even just Dro, people in general, and y'all have so much to say when they die, but what do y'all do to step up and support the kids they've been left behind? Y'all be pocket watching and pocket counting everybody but the pockets that you need to watch and count. It's people in the state legislature worth $700 million of their personal money, and they're around here playing with the budget with our money, our actual money, and y'all still ain't got no energy for that. Y'all want to say somebody got a few thousand over here and that, like the audacity. Y'all supposed to be so gangster. Be gangster with that. Go show them don't pay with you about that. Always what somebody ain't gonna do. They around here sending our kids to a war that ain't got shit to do with them. And then you got white folks up under the post coming, that's what they signed up for. No, the fuck it ain't. And then y'all sit quiet and don't say nothing, and everybody's scared every day about what's going on with their goddamn children. You don't know if your kids gonna get shot in school by the goddamn school shooter because they failing to protect them. You got lovers going into the hospital and not leaving that bitch. All the shit that y'all can have some actual real energy behind, you ain't got none. You want to have the audacity to tell me what I should be doing? The last person on the goddamn earth you can ever tell what she should be doing, what she say, or how she should be doing it, gonna goddamn it be me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I believe y'all with that, because my friend always say I get on this motherfucker and I start calm. And when I start thinking about all the shit y'all don't do, but all the shit y'all got to say, she said I turn up and I get hyped. And I get hyped though, because I care just enough. And that will tell you, I can get right on here. I can be prim and proper. I can code switch. I can use all of the words and show you what a wonderful vocabulary I got. I don't feel the need to do that. This is my page. You're at my house at a particular moment. I ain't got to do that. I'm not making myself small or palatable for anybody. Y'all have done that as a form of survival. We getting past survival. The fact that literally people are getting rich that don't look at us from acting like this, that are getting rich from rapping and singing our music and stealing our dances, and y'all still trying to police how we navigate the world. Like, think about it. And just the debate y'all have about our clothing and police and hair and everything but the right thing. Everything but the right thing. Like, it's just, it's a level of insanity. People are dying in our jails. People are not getting the health care that they need. That mama who drowned her baby is not well. And the fact that that baby was lost because so many systems failed her, Because of y'all mouth, oh, that's just them and their people. Like literally, even when you meet her, when she's on her meds, she's one of the kindest people that you ever want to meet. Everybody that came across her talked about what a great mom she was to that baby, and then she went in psychosis. Even right now, the jail is not giving her meds like she not, and she called out of that jail because she's in a panic about what she would do because she's back to hearing voices. Systems failed her, and her 7-month-old is the person who paid the price. There's so much good that y'all can do because the jail can, and mind you, even in jails, because y'all remember they did a crime. If y'all knew the number of people that went to jail and get out because legitimately they can't even hold them on the charges, they're not convicted of crimes. But even if they are, jail conditions make it worse, and then they keep reoffending. The fact that y'all don't advocate for better jail conditions is a level of insanity, not realizing that prison system came from convict leasing, which came from slavery. They're not doing this to rehabilitate anybody. They're not doing it to make our society better. They want cheap labor. The fact that y'all don't see the importance of advocating for better jail conditions, and we're paying for it anyway. The fact that we're paying top dollar, you should want people to have better conditions so they can get out and be contributory members to our society. But y'all don't even see that. The fact that prisons are making contracts with our state government to make sure the beds stay full at 92 and 95 and 98%. The fact that our entire juvenile justice system is privatized. They're making hundreds of billions of dollars by our kids going to jail. And y'all wonder why gun violence is high as it is. And y'all wonder that even as they're sentencing 13 and 14 and 16-year-olds to life and 40 and 50 years in prison, gun violence is going up because prison does not fix the goddamn issue. There's so much that y'all could be doing instead of trying to tell me what the fuck I need to be doing, because I'm the person that's been a part of the change. So the best thing that you can do in this moment is get off your ass and join me in that.